So try attaching a piece of the scale, of the major scale, after you play like the first 3 or 4 notes of the arpeggio. We'll play those first 3 notes of the arpeggio, the root, 3rd, 5th, and now play the whole scale. And when you get to the top, back down. And end on the G, so you can really hear that G. So slow, it'll sound like this. And then when you start to speed it up, and I was using hammers there. And then you can kind of come up with all your licks based off of this just to get rolling. Okay, just off of a piece of the major scale or a fragment. So a lot is just based off of this scale fragment. G major scale. And then you want to hammer that. Repeat each one twice. And then I'm using pull-offs. And then go back to the arpeggio. So I'm just slowly creating some licks and ideas and just kind of off of that fragment and the arpeggio. But it sounds neat because you're mixing it in. Another cool thing you could do with that arpeggio, just to practice mixing it in and to start opening up the neck, is play your first couple of G major scales and then connect it to that arpeggio. See, you want to start not just seeing shapes, but you want to see the neck as like one big intervals, one big pattern of intervals and notes. So you can start moving across it. So what I mean is something like this. Like if you play the G major scale in this position, off the 3rd fret, and then slide up, slide up, slide up, and attach it to your arpeggio, you get something like this. And then on the G. So here it is a little, doesn't sound as good slow, but I'll speed it up a little more. Right? And you could do your scale runs in between, like don't just play it straight back and up, but notice scale. Next, shift up to your next position. Next position. And here's your arpeggio. Right? So you kind of scale. And end in that arpeggio. But mix it up along the way and maybe play some lick. One other thing you could try, I only have a few minutes here left to try and get you thinking about across the neck or some different licks, is play your G major arpeggio. Let's say you're going to play it straight down. When you get to the high note, that high 10th fret with your pinky on that D, slide that up a whole step. And then back. That sounds kind of nice. When you slide the D up to the E, and then back, and you get that kind of sound. And then throw in some choppiness and other licks, sliding it, kind of combining. There, I trilled it. Okay, so again, you want to kind of mix things together, mix in your scales with your licks, and that's just a nice major arpeggio. And obviously you want to learn that root, 3rd, and 5th in all the different positions across the whole neck. But I just want to get you going, and that's a nice arpeggio to grab because you don't really even have to think about it. Just put your pinky on the root, play root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, or play that shape, and you got it across the whole neck. And try that over some major chords and in some major progressions and see how you like it, and move it over the chords, changing the root each time, and you'll have a lot of fun with it, all right? It's just a quick and easy way, get sounding a cool progression, and practice it by using that. Just keep going like I was doing, up 1 fret, up 1 fret, up 1 fret, up 1 fret, back, 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 up, 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 and then try eventually get it to where you could sweep up and down the strings. We have lots more lessons at nextlevelguitar.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube videos. And thanks for watching. I'm David Taub from nextlevelguitar.com, and we will see you in the next lesson. Rock on.